Empty pockets, heart full of strife, inflation's grip, cutting like a knife. My dreams are fading, drowning in despair. The cost of living, it just ain't fair. Used to be a time when life was easy, but now it's all about being sleazy. Money, it's all about being sleazy. Money talks, it's all they wanna see. Inflation's cords are strangling me. Inflated dreams, they weigh me down in this crazy world I'm about to drown. Inflation ruined my life. I'm fighting to survive, just to survive. Empty pockets are full of strife, cutting like a knife. My dreams are fading, drowning in despair. The cost of living just ain't fair. Used to be a time when life was easy.
Oh, brother, oh, brother. Welcome back to another episode of the Matt Kors Show, where you're Matt, I'm Kors, and together we are the show. Today we will be frolicking around in the world's largest casino, aka the old stonk market, the old options market, the old crypto and futures market. As you can see from the title, we will be trading $20,000, $50,000 accounts, and I'm excited. I stayed up way too late. I got up way too early, and I created a whole new futures trading strategy called the Three Amigos. And I'm hoping that these three amigos are able to kind of search and find me some money at market open today. So let's see if it works. I don't know. It hasn't been properly back tested. It hasn't been properly forward testing. There was no Monte Carlo testing. There was no variance testing. There was no risk of ruin testing. There wasn't even necessarily a litmus test for sanity. We're just going to let it rip. Because sometimes I find in life that sometimes you just got to say, F it. We're going to wing it. And that's what we're going to be doing this morning. So I think 3 of the accounts, maybe 4 of the accounts, 3 or 4 of the overall 20 accounts, we're going to be running on the brand new futures trading strategy, which I'm referring to as the Three Amigos, the Tres Amigos. We're going to see if they can get me some money. I think they should be going for 300 each. I'm not even quite sure about that. Like I said, this might work, it might not work. It was all fully created in a delirious state of just lack of sleep. So we're gonna go. We're just gonna see how it goes. So at market open, trading 20 different $50,000 accounts. Obviously, that's all possible via Apex. Check it out in the description of the video. And then beyond that, obviously, between now and the market open, we have some things to get into. Probably should have started the stream a little bit earlier today, just because we have a lot to get into. So big economic update related to Biden. We also have some Trump story update. Maybe we'll do that after the market opens. Obviously, from there, we're in the middle of earnings season. Have a lot to talk about when it comes to the world of Tesla and Boeing. Tesla reported last night. Boeing reported this morning. I want to give you the skinny on that situation. Excuse me. I also want to prep people up for Meta, aka Facebook, aka the guy who probably had the craziest PR turnaround ever. Zuckerberg, who was literally called a lizard. No one liked him. And in the past year, he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get really into fitness. I'm going to get into fighting, and I'm going to start cracking jokes. And whoever his PR, I guess, leader is, whoever his personal, I guess, what would you even call that? Like, he's taken on a whole new brand image. Whoever his like brand image redesign VP is, that person without a doubt deserves a couple extra dollars in their bank account, because Zuckerberg has had one of the craziest image turnarounds I think we've ever seen. So we're going to talk about that. They report after the market closes. Later on this week, we have Google as well, and actually Intel and Roku and Spotify. So we have a lot of earnings to chit chat about. In terms of macroeconomic events today, there's not too much going down. I'll let you know what is going down, but it's not like we're getting an inflation report or anything like that. We're going to break down the trade from yesterday. Basically, I paid for an entire year of the trading Discord. Your first month is completely free. After that, it's $50 a month or $500 for the year. My one trade alone yesterday made $500. So you could have paid for an entire year of the service in your one day, which you could have taken advantage of for your first free month. So we'll break that down. Obviously, we'll do some chart review. We'll probably get into a heated argument about something. If you guys want to talk about dinosaurs, if you want to talk about evolution, if you want to talk about taxes, religion, who should be the president, let's get into a nice internet fight today. It feels like it's a feisty Wednesday, if you will. So that's the prep. That's the plan. I hope you're ready for it. You should obviously buckle up. You should get your cup of coffee. Get ready. I need everyone alert, awake, on their A game today. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And with that being said, let's get rocking with the show. S&P 500 futures nudge higher after earnings lift the index to a second winning day. So the SPY did vomit over the past week and a half, recently the past 2 days, putting in kind of a potential reversal pattern, higher highs, higher lows for 3 days in a row. Higher, 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 higher. I like that. These are up range days. Right now in pre-market, we are slightly green, so feeling good about it. But maybe to properly get your mindset for the day, classic quote from Warren Buffett: "When I was a kid, being a billionaire held prestige. It meant something. You were set for life. You had power. Today, being a billionaire is essentially upper middle class. Inflation is crazy. Level up." I don't think truer words have ever been spoken. If you're not a billionaire right now, you are below middle class right now with inflation. And don't fact check my math on that. That's inappropriate. It's kind of disrespectful. No one, don't look into the nitty gritty of what I'm saying, if it's right or wrong. That brings up the definition of what is right, what is wrong. Don't worry about that. Just understand, classic quote from Warren Buffett, that if you're a billionaire now, you're just upper middle class. You got to level it up. You got to absolutely level it up. And that's what we will hopefully be doing in the casino today. Biden gains against Trump vanish on deep economic pessimism, according to the newest poll. Now, I get a lot of hate from the hardcore. Well, really, I feel like I've simultaneously pissed off both groups. Like, if you're a hardcore Trump supporter or a hardcore Biden supporter, I feel like I've somehow at one point or another, most likely on a daily basis, made you mad. But so this is a shout out to the people who think I'm inappropriately mean to the Biden side of things. And like I said, you guys should read my DMs. Both sides think, oh, you should like my guy more. But anyway, just to be a little bit more balanced, I want to show you as best as I can both sides of the coin, of the good and the bad on both. So today, some recent polling is showing that Biden is getting a slight gain in popularity.
As anything but bad news for Biden, but it seems the overriding message is it's about the economy.
Just wait.
It's about inflation.
Just wait.
Absolutely. And what you continuously see in our poll is that this is what voters are going to go out and
So
vote
this is
for. It's
Biden's
back to that
blunder,
saying it's the
but he
economy
did do a good
stupid.
thing as
And
well.
when you talk to individuals at Morning Consult, the firm that we do this poll with, what they will say, and Matthew Monday said this, is that more and more you see voters linking Bidenomics to Biden. It's in his name.
No
but
shit.
also the inflation rate to Biden. So it doesn't seem to be
Trump increased lead over Biden
when you
in
say the rate of
swing
inflation
states.
is coming down, because they're
One of the
thinking
largest
what were the price of goods
deltas we've seen
before
in a
you went
hot
into
minute.
office, and where are the price of goods now? And that really seems to be weighing on all these concerns. And this is going to be a big problem for this administration, this campaign, if the inflation rate, if we keep seeing these bumps in the road or hot CPI prints before November 5th.
So essentially, he's lost the bid that he had from the State of the Union, the nice bid, the nice bump. And here we are, 1 in 5 expect inflation and interest rates to be lower at the end. Again, this is about perception now and where we are as we go towards the end of the year and towards that election.
That's right. So when you look at the expectations voters have, is that they don't seem to think that it's going to get any better.
No.
This issue, which is why Biden right now
Because
is
it's
only
not.
leading in one of the swing states. That's Michigan. It also seems that he's having a lot of tough trouble in places like Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. This blue wall really seems to be a difficult path for Biden to win the election if he doesn't shore up that blue wall, which is also why you see him visiting places like Pennsylvania. Last week he spent, 3 days in Pennsylvania. This is really important for him to try to win this election. It's going to come down to these 7 key swing states. And then you see what the campaign is doing. What they're doing is they're
Trump is
going after
literally
things
leading
like
or
trying
tied
to
in
tap
all
into
of them.
voters'
He's not
concerns
behind in any
about
swing
things like
state
abortion.
based on the recent
And that's
polls.
actually something that does land, and you can see that in our poll, does land on our voters, especially suburban women. And this is going to be a deficit Trump has with these people because he hasn't exactly landed the message. He's trying to assuage their concerns, but at the end of the day, he put some of those justices on the court that ended up striking down Roe v. Wade.
Right.
All right. So once again, I'm trying to be balanced. So that was
It's hard to
Biden.
interpret this as anything.
That is Biden's blunder. The recent polling is showing, especially in the key states, that Trump, as I alluded to, is either leading or tied. As of the recent polling, Trump is not behind in a single swing state. So wanted to share that. I don't think that's the biggest surprise, especially because most people vote with their pocketbook. A little bit of a different situation in the last presidential election cycle because the economy was good. People were feeling awesome when we all had to cast our vote circa 2020 or technically 2019. But things have changed since then. Since then, obviously, we've had the Rona period. We've had a lot of money printing. We've had a lot of inflation. We've had a more difficult money financial time. And then when you pair that with the craziness of what's happening with Ukraine and Russia, Israel and Palestine, and we continually are being bombarded with stories of our elected officials sending billions and billions and billions of dollars away. And people are like, whoa, I'm having a tough time. Why are we sending money elsewhere? And somehow funding both sides, which is the craziest thing. Obviously, whether their fault or not, when things are good, it's attributed to the leader. When things are bad, it's attributed to the leader. So as that video was saying, I mean, Bidenomics is in the name. So does Bidenomics specifically have to do this? Well, in certain parts, but not really. People aren't going to get into the nuances of it. What people are going to think is, okay, I'm hearing that our economy is now this thing called Bidenomics. I'm associating that with my personal financial situation. My personal financial situation is not good. Thus, Bidenomics is not good. Now, is that technically right or wrong? Doesn't really matter because that's not what people are going to vote on. People vote on what they feel is right or wrong, not the technicalities of it. They're not going to get into the nuances. So when we see things like this, yeah, people are not going to be happy. The staggering pace of new debt. The federal government has added $11 trillion in debt in over 4 years. That's $84,000 for every household in the country. In comparison, it took 220 years for the debt to reach $11 trillion. We are ripping to the upside. The person in charge of our money printer is drunk and they are just spamming it over and over and over again. And what does that do? It devalues the dollar. So all the time that you dedicated to get that money, i.e. working, or maybe you're just lucky and born with a golden spoon in your mouth, but let's say that wasn't you. You dedicated your time, you got a certain amount of pay. That money that you've been sitting on, saving, using for whatever, your house, your car, your kids' school, whatever it is now being devalued. And it's being devalued at a faster pace than your pay is increasing. So it is a net loss situation for pretty much all of us. It is absolutely brutal. A Canadian influencer suggests printing more money to end inflation. This is one of my many, many pet peeves, but obviously the education system, not just in the U.S., apparently in Canada as well, is a very weak one because we're being taught that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, but we're not being taught basic financial information. It's truly sad. Watch this and you're not going to feel good, but it's what's going on.
Hey, so you know what I don't fucking understand? This is what I don't understand. See this? See this?
Yes.
See that? This.
Looking.
This is worth $50.
Some monopoly money.
This is worth $5. This is the exact same piece of fucking plastic. This is the same thing. We made up these arbitrary numbers. And then we said, we can't print more or else it'll be worthless. How about just don't let it be worthless? How about just don't tell anybody? Or just like don't let it happen.
Don't tell anybody.
Made
Love
this
it.
up. This is a construct we made up. Just don't let it inflate. Just don't. Like, people, I get inflate, but I don't. Like, just don't let it, you let this happen. You let this happen. How about you just let everything else happen too? Why don't you just let stuff not inflate? Like, just deflate it.
Get Jerome Powell on the line. We need to tell him.
You know what I don't...
We need to tell him. Just don't let it inflate, folks. Folks, just don't. Why did we not think about that? Why don't we just not agree on inflation? Just don't do it. Just don't do it. That's crazy. Anyway, obviously, a TikToker who needs a little bit more of education, but a little other craziness going on in the world of TikTok. TikTok ban looms with Biden poised to start 270-day countdown. So it was passed yesterday. It's previously passed by the House, went to the Senate. The Senate just passed it late yesterday that part of the funding to give Ukraine and Israel and everyone else apparently money except for us, part of that was actually a forced divestiture of ByteDance. So they have about a year to like have a sale or it's going to be banned. Most likely it's going to get paused and kicked down the road because it's going to get caught up in the court system because of course ByteDance is going to say this is illegal against freedom of speech, blah, 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 blah. But as of right now, all these salacious headlines are going to be that TikTok's getting banned or it's going to be a forced sale. Is it going to be that simple? Is it going to be that easy? Is it going to be that like just transparent? Absolutely not. This is going to get, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a long, long battle to see what actually ends up happening with TikTok. So anyway, that's a little bit of a side point. But coming back to what I was talking about earlier, where I want to be a little bit more balanced. Yes, Biden is falling behind in the polls because no one likes the economy, but that doesn't mean everything he's doing is necessarily wrong. I like this. Biden issues new rules for airlines to require automatic cash refunds, prohibit surprise fees. Thank you. Thank you. Finally. This is a positive thing. I think we can all relate. If you've ever had any of it, if you've ever been to an airport, that means you've had a headache related to going to the airport because no airport experience, no flying experience is as simple as they tell you it's going to be. And the fees when you're trying to cash out and you're on Google Flights and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's the ticket. By the time you buy, it's like double the price. And then when you get refunds, it's literally as if you have to just go and travel to Mecca. It is one of the most arduous ordeals ever to get like a $20 refund because your flight was delayed by 8 months and they were just like, oh, crew needs rest. Oh, we don't have any wheels. Oh, you're going to miss the birth of both your kids and your best friend's wedding and you're going to miss the funeral. That's how airlines go. And it is the most comical thing ever. So the fact that someone is finally using a modicum of their power to at least a little bit fight against it. Is this going to fix it? No, it's not going to completely fix it, but at least it's a step in the right direction. So like I said, okay, positive stuff. You know, it's not a step in the right direction. What's going on at schools? Protest deadline extended at Columbia after progress in talks. So I just want to keep you updated on this particular narrative, this particular storyline. But we were talking about Columbia, a little bit of Yale. Historically, it was what? MIT, Harvard, or University of Pennsylvania. Those were the three schools that were apparently so good and they were so special because it's an Ivy League and they're so smart and blah, 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 blah. And it turns out that the kids there are dumb as a box of rocks, at least the ones that are getting media's attention because they're complaining and protesting and doing things that clearly they just don't understand. They haven't done enough research. They have literally apparently not enough life experience. It's weird because you can tell that they're caught in like their little social network and someone in their social network is like, oh, we should say this and think this. And then to show that they're really in it, they like, once again, echo it. So all of a sudden you have this like echoing system where no one cares about research or facts or experience or anything. They're like, hey, we're just going to let it rip with what we think we should be saying so we can get likes and follows on social media. Well, anyway, it was MIT, it was Harvard, it was the University of Pennsylvania. All the teachers who were leading it, they didn't have the balls to condemn like the calling of genocide and murder, and they won't call Hamas a terrorist group and blah, blah, blah. Of course, you're entitled to your opinion of who's on the right side of the conflict. And in reality, the safest thing I think we could say is that the U.S. is just on the wrong side because somehow we're like financially supporting both, but then politically we're supporting one, and it just makes no sense. It's just a complete mess up. It's foobar for all of you guys who are really in the know. But anyway, that died down for a second. And then after Israel and Palestine started back up, it was an awkward delay, but then Columbia, yeah, I was like, dude, we're going to argue about this too. And it's heated because you have obviously Muslim, Palestine supporting kids on campus and teachers. And then on the other side, you have Jewish and Jewish supporting kids, and then also teachers on campus. And right now it's gotten so out of control that they have actually stopped classes for the remainder of the year. Or I shouldn't say they stopped classes. There's no more in-person classes for the remainder of the year. It is going to all online. So that's where we're at currently on Columbia. Wouldn't be surprised if the president of Columbia ends up going the same way as the other ones, where they end up just losing their job. Kind of with all the craziness of protesters in Palestine. And before I was referring to Mark Zuckerberg of one of the craziest brand image U-turns, I think that's Fetterman. Folks, I will hold my hand up and admit I made fun of Fetterman a lot because he said a lot of stupid things. He did a lot of stupid things. And it was even crazy that he got elected when we all know he has very, like, it's no fault of his own, but he has very serious brain issues. Like, it was kind of a sad thing. And everyone's like, dude, like, is he even mentally well enough to hold a position that he has? And he got bagged on a lot. And I admit it, I was one of the people bagging on him because he said and did stupid things. But over the past couple months, man, another very impressive U-turn. He has been one of the most base political people lately. Let's see, is this going to pop up here? This is some recent commentary from John Fetterman.
But it is not appropriate or illegal, or it's helpful to advance your argument if you show up in a Starbucks with a bullhorn and start yelling at people, and that doesn't make you noble, it just makes you an asshole. It's very American to protest and to do that in the appropriate way. Then I absolutely support that. I'm not suggesting that you have to agree with my view, but it's just saying it doesn't really allow you to disrupt lives and to inflict those kinds of damages on people that are just trying to get on with their lives. But
like I said, he's very rapidly becoming one of the most base politicians. It doesn't make you noble. It makes you an asshole. That is absolutely hilarious. So crazy stuff going on with Fetterman. Now, more specifically, bringing it to the lens of the market just to prep up for today. Obviously, the market's going to be opening in about 9 minutes. So if you haven't voted already, vote. On YouTube, vote. On Rumble, I'm going to be coming to your vote in a second. There's just a couple things I need you to know about. So in about 45 minutes, durable good orders, crude oil inventories coming out at 10:30 this morning. So in terms of those macroeconomic events, it's not like we're getting inflation reports or anything like that. What everyone's talking about is earnings. Yesterday at the market close, Tesla, Visa, Enphase. This morning, Boeing, AT&T, Humana. The market after close today, Meta, IBM, Ford, Chipotle. Later on this week, Microsoft, Google, Intel, Snapchat, Roku. And then on Friday, we have some energy plays. Like I always say, feel free to screenshot this or just go to @eWhisper. So the talk of the town today and why the market is up is actually a very strange yet positive reaction to old Tesla. Musk says Tesla should be valued as an AI robotics company, not an auto company. Those couple words, that type of commentary, much to the chagrin of the bears, got Tesla to the old pippity pop to the upside. Yesterday, it closed out at 144. This morning at 161. It is up 11% in pre-market. Like I said, couple words, very impressive and well received by the market. Like I said, also, the bears are running for the hills now. Breaking, Tesla short sellers are set to lose $1.6 billion today as the stock rises 12%. That's crazy. They are down by almost $2 billion, $1.6 billion. The shorts are down in one, just for that commentary of like, no, we're an AI robotics company, and it ripped in their face. Tesla shares jumped 13% after Musk says company aims to start production of affordable new EV by early 2025. So people like that, a little bit less reactive to interest rates. They like the new direction. Will he be able to pull it off? I have absolutely no idea. But in the short term, the market is really, really liking what they're hearing. Tesla speeds cheaper EV plans, calming fears over strategy. So the investor base, the hardcore Tesla Musk supporters, they calm down. The shorts are getting blown out. People are liking the idea of AI robotics. So right now, even though Tesla's been getting destroyed, positive turn to the upside. Another company that's been getting destroyed is Boeing. Boeing reports better than feared quarter, says supply chain is stabilizing amid 737 MAX crisis. So Boeing trading under BA, currently up 4.9%. So the story of the morning is a bunch of these stocks, the three major popular stocks that have been having a pretty bad year, bucking the trend of up, has been Boeing, Tesla, and Apple. Boeing, Tesla, and Apple, like I said, bucking the trend. They've been going down. A lot of bad news as the market's been going up. Apple and Boeing turning. Tesla and Boeing turning. We haven't gotten Apple's numbers yet, so it's not like they've reported. I believe they're reporting next week, so something to pay attention to. Now, if you haven't already, sign up for the Goonie community, mattcores.locals.com. My mods will drop it in chat. It's in the description of the video. Once again, mattcores.locals.com. You can sign up. It is 100% free. I post some trades in there. I post some other content in there. Every single weekend, I give you a newsletter, breaks down the week, gives you an idea of the upcoming week, all the major macroeconomic events, all of the earnings. I highlight the ones I think you're going to care about. But most importantly, I give you the seasonality for each individual day. And historically, as in over the past 2.5 decades, this day, Wednesday, April the 24th, has slightly favored the bulls. So sometimes we see very bullish or very bearish days. It just gives us a better idea of the headwinds, the tailwinds. Today, I would say that the bulls are slightly favored, and this is the hypothetical equity curve that would have been created if you bought it open, sold at close on the S&P 500 futures market for this individual day over the past 25 years. So it's pretty neutral, and then in the past couple of years started to trend to the upside, just to give you that. And once again, this is 100% free. This is why everyone watching right now should become a member of the Locals community. And then if you want to upgrade to become a premium member, which once again you could do for free by using the code Goonie, that's how you can get into the Discord. And you might be thinking, hey man, I hear a lot about these trading Discords. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? The answer, in my humble opinion, well, and that's also because I run it, is a definitive yes. Think of this question as a basic business question. Do you get more value for being in there than you don't being in there? Are you net ahead? Well, the first month is completely free if you use the code Goonie. Sign up for Locals, upgrade to become a premium member. There's a promo code space. Put in the code Goonie, Goonie. And if you do that, your first month's free. So you get to trade in there for 4 weeks. You get all the content. There's private lectures, my trades, other members' trades, Piper Signal. You get all that stuff completely free. No questions asked for an entire month. So no harm, no foul. If it's your speed, great, stick there. If it's not, completely understand it didn't cost you a single penny. Now, is it worth it? Well, okay, yesterday alone, April 23rd at 10:08 in the morning, the Piper signal fired off bullish 4 out of 5 confidence on the SPY, bullish 4 out of 5 confidence on the Qs. It suggested a put credit spread. If you don't know what credit spreads are or how to trade them, I have videos on it. That's exactly what the lectures are for. It's all within the Discord. But anyway, suggested a play. That play ahead ended up hitting. So this, for the minimum sizing of $342, as in you could scale it up for every 342 past that, you would have made $66, as in paying for more than a month. So you could have scaled it up to your heart's content. I myself ended up trading SPX. I sold some put credit spreads, sold it at 85, bought it back at 15, 82% return, aka $490. So that one trade that you could have gotten for completely free would have paid for an entire year. So check it out, mattcores.locals.com. That's how you could get in. There's a free version. There's a premium version. You could get the premium version for free by using the code Goonie. Highly recommend it to all of you. Obviously, it's mine. 5 things to know. I don't really feel like doing that today. What I do feel like doing is talking to all of you cool cats and kittens. Rumble. I need you guys to tell me, are you bullish or bearish at open? I have YouTube's numbers coming in. I want to know if you agree or if you don't agree, because we have to do the market on open trade. Right here, you have the chat. And then this is Rumble and YouTube together. On the right side, we have the lucky wheel of destiny. Green, 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 red, red, green, red, green, green. Okay, so both of you guys both chats have agreed to go green. So right here, chat bull selected. I just selected, it's on top of my head. And then that means the other one is the magic wheel of destiny. Red is bullish, black is in the black. So, red is bearish, black is bullish as always. So let's see what you're competing against today. Ooh, the wheel decided to go bearish. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. The magic wheel of destiny does not agree with you guys. So right here, I selected the wheel as bearish and the chat as bullish. So that's going to be firing off, if I did everything right, exactly at 9:30. You guys pick bullish. The magic wheel of destiny picked bearish. Let's see how it goes. And then the other thing I want to talk about is, I was alluding to this a bit earlier. It might be small, or maybe you just can't see it because of the color contrast. But right here, you can see that I'm running a new strategy. I'm calling it the 3 Amigos. And I very, very much hope that it works. I mean, I stayed up way too late creating it. I got up way too early to finish it off, and I haven't had time to test it. Not that I was going to test it anyway. Testing it is for losers. So we are trading a brand new strategy. So 2 of these 20 accounts, I'm trading 20 different accounts that all started with $50,000. We're going to trade them all at some point in the market today. 3 of them are going to be the new strategy. 2 of them are going to be the wheel trade versus your trade. And then the other 15 are just strategies that I've already historically done. So we are going to see. And this is going to be firing off in about 45 seconds. I just want 3 amigos. 195, 196, 197, 198. 195, 6, 7, 8. So I'm running 3 amigos on 4 different accounts right here. Obviously, on the left side, you have chat. You guys are account 182, and then the wheel is 183. The chat is beating wheel right now. 182 is up 1.6K, while 183 is up 1.1K. So you guys are, because of slippage, actually doing about $500 better than the wheel. So 182 on the left side. The wheel is 183 on the right side. And then the highest 4 accounts are what I'm running the brand new strategy on. We'll see.
Order submitted. Target filled. Order submitted.
Uh-oh. You guys already hit it. The magic wheel of destiny is having a little bit of a tough time.
Target filled.
Having a little bit of a tough time. What's happening? Is my shit broke? That's a lot of red, team. I'm seeing a concerning amount of red over here. Like a lot of red. Out of nowhere. What's happening right now? What is happening right now? All right. Not our best opening, if we're going to be completely honest. Not the best introduction to 3 amigos, if we're going to be like straight up with each other. Where are they all long? Brother? 195, 196, 195, 196. This is awkward, to be honest with all of you. This is very confidently awkward for me, where I am on this side of the camera in real time. Not feeling the best of vibes. Not someone didn't test. I self-admittedly didn't test, and I thought with enough confidence that it would work for me, if I'm being completely honest. Dude, even that, push a little bit more, man.
Order filled.
What was that? Dude, not solid, brother. Not solid in the slightest. All right. What's going on? What's with these shenanigans? What is with this tomfoolery? What is with this
Target
malarkey?
filled.
I heard some target got filled. What is this BS? The old fake out. The old razzle dazzle.
Order filled.
What is happening right now? The stops are about to get hit. I at least was smart at this point, and I've now put in stops so things can't get completely horrifically bad. It looks like these stops are about to get hit. I think the wheel officially blew out. So you guys did beat the wheel. So congratulations. I don't want to belittle that achievement. The wheel thought it should go. Oh, wait, no, it hit. Never mind. Scratch that. The wheel hit. I thought this was blowing out, but it was green. So it took a little bit longer, but the wheel did hit. So the wheel's alive. The wheel made money. But if you're asking me, I would have actually preferred. I would have very, very, very much preferred that
Order filled.
All right, the stops are getting hit
Order
right
filled.
now. So they're not getting blown.
Order filled.
Dude, what is happening right now? Like I said, I did put in stops so I don't lose accounts every single day. Definitely not the best start. Definitely not the most bueno start. So market just kind of first, and now of course it comes back. Tesla, 164.50 down to 160. All right, we have some things trading. The three amigos, 194. The three amigos are still trading actively live right now. 198. No, they're not. 197, 196, 195, 194. This one's actively trading. Damn, it really top ticked it today. That's a bloody mess. And now it comes back? Really? Is this stuff really? It drops just enough to knock me out and then it goes on its comeback tour? Maybe I shouldn't run the code at 9:30. Maybe the code should start a little bit later in the day. I don't want to start it too late in the day because the volatility isn't there, but maybe. I mean, I think so many of us were just like trained. We're just out of the gate trained to be like, oh, 9:30, market open. But maybe that's not optimal. Maybe that's not optimal at all. I feel like these trades are going to end up working, which is particularly nuts. It just knocked me out of the positions. Right here. If I just had the balls to hold on. If I just had the balls to hold on. Yeah, now more stuff's even starting to trade. Don't do this to me. Don't do me dirty. Oh, is it going to do me dirty on this? Well, maybe watching it is a form of purgatory. Maybe I just need to wait till it all settles out on the day. Maybe I just need to wait till it settles out on the day. All right, some money's being made on this push in the Qs. This is probably why I should have done testing. C, stops are done. C, stops are dumb. Yeah, maybe that is a quality thing. Maybe I need to focus a bit more. Or maybe that could even add a form of diversity of like some accounts run at 9:30, or like some of the code I turn on at 9:30, some of the code I turn on at like 9:35, 9:40, 9:45, like a bit of a staggered type of a situation. I bet your code says buy high, sell low. Apparently it did this morning. I mean, things are still currently running. There is a chance that I get either fully saved, partially saved, or there's a chance things get even worse. Like right now it's happening in real time. I mean,
target
right here,
filled.
like, things are trading, things are happening.
Filled.
So like I said, this could turn around or it could go in either direction. Things could get bad. Things could get good. They could stay bad. They could stay good. Which ones are trading right now? 192. This one was actually really frustratingly close to getting hit. Come on. Pop it up. It was so close. Apparently it wanted 17,773 and we got to 72. So that's a huge bummer. Let's hope that it can keep going here and give me some of my money. Like I said, you guys did well right here. 182, 183. The wheel eventually hit. You guys definitely hit. You guys hit really, really fast. So you guys are 182. You're up 1.8K while the wheel's up 1.3K. Other than that, it looks like 3 accounts are locked in, 600, 400, 300. And then these other ones have locked in 250 each, but they're looking for, I guess, a bit more money for whatever reason, which is nice to help offset some of these. None of these accounts were actually lost. They just took a loss on the day, but the accounts didn't blow out. So it looks like some of these, the debut event of the Three Amigos did not go how I wanted it to. The debut event definitely did not go how it should have. Which is weird though, because it's the exact same code. So why are we seeing different results? Because Three Amigos is running on 195, 6, 7, 8.
Target filled.
There we go. There we go. Locking in some money. 188. 188 is going for a bit more. Anyway, 190. Oh, this is strange. So one of the Three Amigos hit, and then the other three of the Three Amigos didn't hit, but one of them did, because I'm running Three Amigos right here on account 95, 96, 97, 98, 90. 95, 6, yeah, one of them hit and made 600. 95, 96, 97, 98. Strange. Well, that's trading for you. Sometimes it goes your way. Other times you get slapped in the face, and it absolutely sucks. And it looks like today I'm kind of half slapped thus far. Making some money, losing some other money. I would prefer that these last two positions obviously lock in and make me some of this dinero I require. Uh-oh, right back to break even on this. Dude, that's more than 3. What do you talk? I told you that I only ran it on 4 of the accounts. Trex, you should try this thing called listening. You should try it, because I'm running some of the older code on different accounts. I have 20 separate accounts. I'm not running the exact. It would, in my mind, it's silly to do the exact same thing on all the accounts. So as stated multiple times, it was the new code I only ran on 4 accounts, and for some reason it worked on one of the 4 and the other 3 it didn't. Thank you. I appreciate that, Brownie. And it looks like I might get a little bit lucky here. Looks like maybe we're popping off a bit. Maybe, just maybe. Came right back in. Come on, just keep going. Keep going. Now I'm going to be forced to manually trade some of these to try to save them a bit. Keep going. Keep going. Lock it in. I think there's 2 accounts that are currently live. Okay, cool. 750, 750, 750, 750, 600, 400, 300, 135, 135. So these 2 are your 300, 400, 600, 750, 750, 750. One of these, this one was a Three Amigos. So I don't know why this one worked, but then the other ones didn't. I'm going to have to dive into that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these took a baby loss that I can easily take care of either today or tomorrow. 3 of them are a bit concerning. The three of the 4 ones that I ran Three Amigos on took a loss that I'm a little bit surprised about. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But now I don't have much drawdown. It would be nice even if I can make 500 back on these today and give myself a bit more of a fighting chance. A bit more of a fighting chance. Oh, brother. Okay, well, half and half. Half and half out of the gate. Out of the gate, half and half. Let's see what is going on. Damn. Half and half. The old half and half. 142, 149, and 164. Interesting. Do I try to get lucky? Do I think this is just going to go from here? Or maybe I just wait for some sort of, maybe I wait for it to like attempt to dip, or maybe I wait for the first hour range. I'm trying to think of what to do for the 3 of the accounts that ran 3 amigos, because they took on about a $500 loss, larger than I anticipated. Is it going to be a nice trend day? Because if it's a nice trend day, I could just slap on a long and pray that there's not a $600 pullback. How do I want to handle this out of the gate? Right now, 5-minute pushing, 10-minute pushing, 30-minute staying bullish, 5-minute pushing, 10-minute pushing, and then the 30-minute has been staying bullish. So right now, I mean, similar to Monday and Tuesday, it does seem as if the bulls have the upper hand. Maybe what I should do is set up a little bit more rapidly. Let's see how I want to do this. So what were the accounts? 190, 567, 567, 190, 567. All right, new Apex copier, 195, 196, 197. All right, 195. 195. I wonder if it'll come back here and I could snag along like just above 50. I wouldn't mind that at all. Are these all okay? I could turn all of these off, I believe. Okay. Oh, or maybe I just wait for some sort of a deeper pullback. Like I said, I wouldn't mind getting in about 20 points lower, slapping along on here, seeing if I could catch some sort of drop. But I have $600 of drawdown. So $600 is how many points? $20 a point. So I have 30 points. 30 points is if I go long at 50, do I think it's going to drop all the way to 20? Because if it goes to 20, I'll lose those accounts. If I go long here at 70, 80, 80, 80, that only gives me the drawdown to 50. Or I could play it tight and just keep using these recent lows. I don't know, man. Something's telling me to wait for a little bit of a dip and just trying to snag along into the dip. But what if it just breaks out and rips and this was the entry? Oh, things to consider. Things to consider. All right. How's the overall structure? So, damn, this little opening. All right. I think I might give this an old whirl, and tomorrow, maybe I don't allow it to run to like 9:33, 9:35, 9:40, 9:45, something like that, because today, even though the trades would have worked, they got in way too early. They got unfortunate. So even though the market popped and it took a long position, this was enough of a drawdown for the size that I was trading that it did not like that whatsoever. Anyway, just to clarify, I'm trading these 20 accounts, but it's not like I have $1 million. I got the money from Apex. So if you want to do what this is called prop trading, basically you take a test and you trade from there. So I'm trading on these 50K accounts right here. If you use the code Goonie when you're signing up, it'll cost you about $33. So you can take the test. If you pass the test, then they'll fund an account for you that you could trade with 50K. So basically right here, you see all these PAs. That means I passed the test and I was trading with their money. This is not my own self-funded account. So if you want to, I don't know, if capital is an issue for you, you should check this out. You have to obviously prove that you have some sort of skill set, i.e. do I want to take this long? Hang on. Sorry, I'm not only trying to explain, I'm trying to make decisions in real time here.
Order filled. Order submitted.
All right, let's hope it doesn't dip. We're going to try to get lucky and get the start of a breakout. Let's see if it goes. 60. guess I can move it up a bit more. I know there's a crude oil inventory report at 10:30. I don't think that should be too impactful. But anyway, all of this funding is via Apex. So when I'm trading these 20 accounts, basically it means I passed the test for 20 different ones. I upgraded it to the real, and that's what I'm trading right now. If you trade well enough, you can actually do legit payout requests to your bank account. Per account, the first $25,000 is yours. And then after that, you are in a 90-10 split with the company. So, and that's per account, as in like, not your account, your login account, but per trading account, the first $25,000 is yours. And everything after that is a 90-10 split with the company. So the way the process works is you sign up, you take the test, you pass the test, you upgrade to a real account, and then you trade. There's a bunch of rules of when you can take out money, when you can't take out money, yada, yada, yada. The list goes on. You pass all that. You could do payout requests. You could do, for the first 3 months, you could do 2 payout requests per month. And the amount you can request out depends on the account size you're trading. For a 50K account, you could request out $2,000. So $2,000 twice a month, 4K per account for the first 3 months, so 12K. And then after that, the rules are a lot more lenient of what you can and can't do. All right, we're going. We're trying to fight back. I just need this to push enough that I can set the trade to break even. Just so I don't have actual risk on this, because I need to play this a little bit more conservatively than maybe you guys are used to seeing me do. Nope. That's way too zoomed in. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Trying to trade with the trend. The trend is obviously to the upside this morning. I know the first couple of minutes were a little bit brutal. And I'm trying to save 3 of these accounts. The top 3. Actually, the 3 that are down the worst are the ones that I have a position on right now. And I'm just seeing if this will go to the upside. But anyway, all via Apex. Check it out in the description of the video. The SPY is pop. I feel like I might be getting lucky here. Come on. Tesla's even popping. How are bonds looking this morning? Bonds are looking a little heavy. All right, that's not the best news for me. That's not the best news. How is the options market looking? Euro. Options are picking up. All right, maybe I'll get. I just need to. The most dangerous point is right when I put the trade on, because when I put the trade on, there's that chance of the risk. Well, if I put it on and it goes in my favor, I can at least move it to break even where I know I'm not going to lose money, but I'm just not that far away from my entry where I can't, like, just pure randomness could knock me out right now still. So I'm trying to be a bit more reasonable. Like, I'm in the danger zone right now. But if it keeps going, like by the time, let's say it gets above, I don't know, 17,810 and 20. Like if it gets up to this region, I could so obviously just move my stop to break even, and then it's a free roll. It's a free roll from the market, and if it keeps going, great. And if it doesn't, I get stopped out for a slight profit. But right now, I'm pretty much at my entry, so I can't like reasonably do it. I mean, even this stop out, it's probably like a stop loss hunting zone if we're going to be honest. I was just wondering if the trend was going to get going without me today. And I probably, as I was saying before, I kind of wanted to get long at this level, right where my current stop is. So I'm playing with danger, playing with fire right now. Come on. Come on. This folks, this is a good reason of why you should probably test your code beforehand. And honestly, even if I tested it, it might have been a good trade today. And like you're not going to have a perfect system. That's what I always find is a bit interesting of, especially like social media and retail. You could have a phenomenally great, profitable system. And as soon as it takes a loss, people are like, see, it's horrible. It's like, dude, what do you, the best quant systems in the world, someone like Renaissance or something, they are barely right half of the time. Like their accuracy is 50.75. So don't get caught up in this concept of accuracy being an optimal system. You can easily make a system that is accurate 99% of the time, but it's still a net loser because that time that it does lose, the loss is so big relative to all the gains. And then vice versa. You can have a system that only wins 20 or 30% of the time, and that's actually some of the metrics that you classically see with trend following systems that end up just being complete trash, like absolute trash. So with it, when people talk about accuracy, it's a good thing to know, but please understand that that's only half of the equation. You need to know accuracy and then the average size of the losing trades and then the average size of the winning trades. You need to
Order
be able to
filled.
multiply that out. I just got cut. So, all right, the three of three amigos did not hit, but for some reason, one of them did hit. This one hit 194. I was running three amigos on 4 accounts, and 3 of them just got knocked out. The other 3, or one of them made 750. I don't really know why, because it ran the exact same code. So it might just be some craziness in market open, but maybe that's a good learning lesson for me. Maybe I should start the code at a different time. Maybe market open. Like obviously the randomness can help you, but maybe it could also hurt you. And then maybe that's just really the definition of a bad beat. So maybe, because I very, very much like my code, especially the code that was already pre-existing that like I had done enough testing on. I'm telling you, I like this dip buy opportunity at 750. I think we bounce right out of here. I really do. But we'll see. Where was I going with this? Oh, maybe for the new code, maybe a slight switch, i.e. of what time it actually starts to run. Bonds are getting hit. That's not good. Like I said, bonds getting a little bit smoked here. Might not be the best situation. Are we doing the old trend reversal? We doing the old reversion today? Maybe I just need to run it past 935 and not 930. To avoid this stuff. Because really, if it ran a bit later today, it would have been fine. It wouldn't have been, oh, it got knocked long because of the momentum and then it got smoked. But really, if it just paused and waited, it would have been A-okay. Oh, wow. Actually, this is getting, are we going to bounce out of here? We going to bounce out of here? Have we gone over any of the rub numbers? What rub numbers? The fourth amigo was a rebel. That's what it feels like. I'm gonna have to go in and try to figure out why one worked, because it theoretically should have been the exact same thing on all of them. So really, I can't complain that much because I truly thought that I'd be losing all 4 accounts. But the fact that one of them worked is interesting. Very, very interesting. The rum short interest number. I mean, I could go over it now. I think it's around 19% when I looked at it 2 days ago. I don't think it's going to switch much from that. What are we at? 18.4. Utilization 98.5. Cost to borrow 39. That is for rum. And then I know you guys probably also want DJT. DJT. Short interest of 16.5, utilization 99.5, and a sky high cost to borrow of 30.35, and it's still on the threshold list, as in there's a lot of FTDs. Wow. The SPY just vomited. God. Golly, team. Golly. Hang on. Where's my little cheat sheet of what to trade today? I have my little cheat sheet. All right. I need 158, 149, 142. 151, 149, 142, 149, 149, 142. Okay. just in case. Actually, something switched here. Profit. Was there a bad report or something? See, look at this. It went long. Man, I really feel like I need to add a delay. That's what I'm going to try tomorrow, folks. That's what I'm going to try. Something's here. The code is kind of working, but something is off. And I think one of the things that is clearly off is the time. So I'm going to mess around with that. Like, instead of running it at 9:30, what happens if I run it at 9:35? What happens if it's just more of when does the code, quote unquote, turn on? Yesterday, you guys saw me doing it, and I ran it at 9:45, and it worked like no other. So maybe I'm going to do that. That's going to be on my homework tonight, is back testing it, and probably actually do more robustness testing, but do an examination of what's it like at 9:35, what's it like at 9:40, 9:45, 9:50, like that type of stuff, and see how it goes. Or maybe I could do half and half. Maybe some of it I'll run at 9:35 and the other half I'll run at like 9:45, because there's 20 accounts, but 2 of them are yours. So there's really 18 accounts. So maybe I run 9 of them. That's not a bad idea. I appreciate the idea. No news. No news. All right. You guys think we bounce out of here? Or you think we're vomiting? So the SPY opened, quickly got its downside gap fill to yesterday's high, popped, gave us a weird double top liquidity sweep, vomits through this, and pukes directly to where, I don't know, are we about to go down here, Tonto? We about to go down here, Tonto? We're seeing some weakness, but let's see if it can gather itself. Like, both are kind of double bottoming. It's 10 a.m. now. Let's see if I just want to have some alerts if we go to a new low, and obviously a new high as well, but we'll see. A little bit more whippy today, a little bit more craziness today. A little bit more insanity, if you will. Yeah, all right, so we pop. So if I ran this past 9:35, yeah, if I waited today till 9:35, it would have been a beaut. What about yesterday? Yesterday, would it have worked? 9:35. Yeah, it would have been weird. It would have been awkward, but it would have worked. Interesting. Obviously, that's anecdotal. That's just me spot checking literally the last 2 days. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. But I don't know. Though this type of trading, the algorithmic trading, is by far my favorite. People in the Discord will attest to it. I think that is the optimal way to trade. And I don't think I've thought long and hard about it, and I don't think anyone will convince me otherwise that systematic, robotic, automatic trading is not the best way to engage in the market. Think about it. If you're not having a good day, if you're tired, if you're overworked, if you're stressed, if you're being undisciplined, doesn't matter, because the code is doing the buying and the selling for you. If you're on vacation, you could let the code run. If it just, to me, it really takes out a lot of the negatives of trading, namely your own lack of discipline, your own emotional issues, your own excitement issues. If you're sick, if you're tired, if you're fighting with your wife, your husband, your kids, if you're busy, if you had to go to the bathroom and you missed that opportunity. To me, there's just no better way to engage in the market than algorithmic systematic trading. And that's why I work on it, because I want to create the systems that I like, I know, I understand. And whenever you're feeling good, you can put the effort into the research and the design and the back testing. That's the workload. And then when you're happy with it, you literally just turn it on, and then you just go. So make the robot work while you go on vacation. Yeah, to me, that how is that not the optimal setup? Like, the concept, obviously I like the market. I like the concept of making money. I like gambling in the market, obviously. Like, I'm not disagreeing with that whatsoever. But it's just the best way to do it, where you can consistently have the same, I guess, engagement in the market, and it's not dependent on your emotional state of the day. It's not dependent on your excitement of the day. It's not, you're just taking out your own human issues, which I like the best. I like it. And that's exactly why, actually, that's even how I got into the world of futures trading. Because when I was like, my background's in computer science, that's what I studied in school. And I wanted to make trading systems. And I didn't even know what futures trading was, but it was the only data set I could get for free because I was a poor college kid. So that's how I actually started futures trading. It was the only one that I could clearly get the data set. So a little bit funny there that I was like, oh, okay, it's free. So that's how I even had to learn futures. And it's funny to see it like come back full circle that right now futures trading, because of things like Apex here, is once again becoming massively popular. And it's just a game of risk reward. People are like, okay, I'll spend $30. And if I do well, I get a 50K account. And then if I do well, I get paid out. But even if you don't do well, you only fall $30. When most of us right now, even our quote unquote small trades, when they go south, you lose more than $30. So in terms of risk reward, it makes sense. It definitely does make sense. Love it. I've written trading system. It's my favorite way to do it. By far my favorite way. And I get it. Like you might be hearing, well, dude, you have a background in computer science, this, that, the other thing. I was going to talk about this later, but this is honestly kind of a perfect segue. That's what StreetBeat allows you to do. It's not futures or options, it's equities. So StreetBeat is an AI system that not only does it have pre-built trading systems that you can put your money into, but you can design your own with ChatGPT and other AI where, I mean, I could show you mine right now. Here, how do I get this up on the screen? I'll show you mine. But anyway, free to download, free to sign up, StreetBeat, and they're actually doing something really, really cool. They are the official sponsor. Like I said, I was going to talk about them a little bit later, but it just seemed to be such a perfect segue that let me show you mine here. I just need to reflect my phone. Local, not now, local cast, Verizon, okay. Start broadcast. I'm trying to show you my actual account on this. Okay. Whoa. How do I make it smaller? Full screen. Can you guys see my phone here? Is this on the screen for you guys? Can you see me? Can you see me doing this right here? Yes? No? Maybe so? Good. All right. So this is my actual StreetBeat account. Like I'm showing, this is it. So StreetBeat, it's a way to trade stocks. And yes, you can buy and sell stocks the way you normally would. No, they don't engage in payment for order flow. But as you can see right here, they have some pre-built strategies. So this is a pre-built bond ladder strategy. I put 13,000 in it. How do I see my percentage return? How do I see all my percent? So this is how things have been going for me. Pretty freaking well. I mean, they're all in the green. You can see, okay, right there. The bond ladder one, I'm up 5%. The generative AI revolution up 9.8. The top government contract recipients up 18. Crypto exposure up 21. U.S. Congress buys up 15. So all those ones, the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The top 5 are pre-built by StreetBeat. You don't have to build them. You just can choose to use them if you want. And obviously, these are my real results right now. Up 5%, up 10%, up 18%, up 21%. And then the Congress buys is by far my favorite because it literally mimics what Congress is doing. Our elected officials, when they're buying and selling, this is the return of my own money. Like I truly am up, 15%. And then these were the ones that I made. Value Hunter, Honey Badger, and commodities and high inflation. So the one I made, Value Hunter up 37%, Honey Badger up 31%. And the way you do this, AI advisor, hi, what can I do for you? All right, let's see if this works. I message, create your own portfolio with the help of an AI advisor. All right, let's create one in real time. Awesome. Create me the best active trading system that the world has ever heard of. I am talking eye-watering, jaw-dropping returns that will make my mom finally respect what I do for a job. Whatever you think the returns are that you would define as good, I want them to be even better. All right, let's see. Let's see how it works. Let's see what this gives me. Let's let the robots do the work, team. Choosing assets and calculating the optimal allocations. Go, go, go. More, more, more. Come on. Load, load. Give it to us. Optimal, calculating. Well, here, while that's calculating, I do want to quickly show you. Wait, it's saving. It just did something. Hang on. Saving the portfolio. All right, it's still thinking. I just want to quickly show you what's going on in the market so we don't miss that. Bouncing pretty handedly as well, as bonds are still getting hit. Okay, hang on, it's back, and I only have 6 minutes left on this. All right, what did we do? Global Market Conquer. The Global Market Conquer portfolio is ready to elevate your trading game. Designed for eye-watering returns, it leverages technology, commodities, and diversification for explosive growth. View portfolio. Let's see what they came up with. So it looks like it came up with a whole group of these. DraftKings, Tesla, AMD, Block, Google, Nvidia, Microsoft, Baba, Amazon, Apple, SQQQ, XLE, Silver, Qs, Gold, and then Clean Energy ETF. Oh. And then you could even have it rebalance it at a certain frequency where it reruns the code. So whatever you're attempting to have it do, you could have it. Do I have money to invest? Current buying power. Here, I'll put $1,000 into it right now in front of all of you. Accept and allocate funds. And folks, it's that simple. It is that simple. So you could create it. If you like it, you could edit it if it's not exactly what you want, or if you like it straight up. Right here, global. I'm in it. I put $1,000 in the Global Market Conquer. That's how you do it, team. That's how you do it. So you can set the frequency of which it reevaluates. You don't even have to create your own if you don't want to. They have some pre-built ones. They're fancy quant over at Streepy. But check it out. We've been partnered up with them in the past. And the reason, and it's not just to show off my eye-watering returns, but the real reason that we're partnering up with them again today, it's pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. This is Streepy. It'll bring you here. Make sure you're using the code Matt when you sign up. You're going to get anywhere between $20,000 and $5,000. So literally just for you signing up, you're getting a free $20. But that's not why they've partnered up with me. It's not just because I'm such a good-looking model. It's because of this. Streepy is the key to 25% off college tuition. You heard that right. You can now easily get money for your kids to go to school, your stepkids to go to school, your nieces, your nephews, and even your godchildren to go to school by simply having an annual or monthly Streetbeat account. So if you have an annual, you're getting 5,000 points. 1 point, one quote unquote point, is worth one tuition dollar. And you can, per kid that you're giving this to, you could pay up to 25% of their school. So there is a max limit. But anyway, just for being an annual subscriber, 5,000 points. So if you have a young kid and you're just an annual subscriber, which only costs $159, you're getting $5,000 worth of value per year. If you have a young kid and you're on Streetbeat for the next 5 years, you're getting 25 grand. That's insane. Monthly subscribers, 400 points per month. Your first $1,000 deposit, you get 1,000 points. 10% of your assets under management per year count for more points, so the more money you have. And then, of course, when you invite friends, you get another 1,000. So it's very easy to get these points. It's actually incredibly easy to get these points. And then you can give them to, like I said, you have sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, stepchildren, and godchildren. You can give your points to them. And right now, the participating colleges is in the realm of 480, so it's very, very considerable. Now, obviously, if you want the details, it's all in the description of the video. I made a previous video that gets into more details of what this is, what this isn't. I've never seen something like this in the market. To be completely frank with you, I already love Streetbeat because I love algorithmic trading. I showed you my gains. It's working. And now, even though I liked it and I was making money, it's now telling me that I can make even more money that would be in the form of like college dollars to give to, like I said, my kids, my stepchildren, my nieces, my nephews, and even my godchildren in the future. I could give those points out and I could pay up to 25%. Right now, there's over 450 participating universities. I think when I checked it out, it was about 480. But anyway, I highly recommend checking out. Pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. And I'm not supposed to tell you this, but you're going to want to have an account by Friday. Something very, very special is happening with StreetBeat this Friday. You should have the app by then if you want to have a chance at something that is incredibly cool. I've said too much. I wasn't supposed to bring that up, but I'm telling you, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You guys are in my community. If you want to have the ability to be a part of something that will truly blow your mind, you're going to want an account by this Friday, but I probably shouldn't talk about it anymore. Anyway, shout out to StreetBeat for sponsoring this segment of the show. And the market's been volatile. We're all over the map today. We are all over the map today. I should have gone short at 50. I should have gone short at 50 right here. Should have taken a short position when this started breaking back down. Oh, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Matt fired. Yeah, that's the big news with StreetBeat is they're firing me on Friday. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. You think this is vomiting? You think this is... Dude, options are dipping. We got a flow alert. Puts, call... Ooh, lot of calls being sold. Calls are getting dumped aggressively. There is a hedge wall at 5075, something worthwhile to pay attention to. 5075 if you're trading SPX. We're right there. So if it doesn't... Ooh, this is going to get saucy. Buckle up, Batman. Because this Batman... Ooh, and bonds are getting crushed right now. Bonds are getting... Are we going to bounce? Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. If I see a bounce back up to 40 or 50, I'm going to try to snag a short. Come on. Come on. The Qs did tag just barely a fresh low. Bonds are vomiting right now. How's Bitcoin looking? Bitcoin at 66. Here, I'll put Bitcoin on a little bit of a larger time frame. Tesla is actually... Dude, is it going to save itself? Am I going to get my wish of this bounce up? Feels like it's almost game time, team. Feels like it is almost game time. Is this about to break? Do I just go for it?
Order submitted.
Oh, wait. I had the wrong account. Shit. What's the right account? What account am I trying to trade? Actually, that saved me. 163 was the right account, I believe. 163. 163. 191. 163. 163. 163. 187. All right, now I'm ready. Now I have the appropriate account set up on Trade Copy. Should I just go for it? I could just risk this high. But is this the moment? Is this the moment? Is this my moment to shine? Are you guys feeling bullish or bearish right here? Do you think we break down or we're going to bounce? Is this going to be the old triple bounce or are we actually going down today? 5 minute is below, 10 minutes below, 30 minutes still bullish. 5 minute is testing on the NQ. 10 minute is bouncing. The 30 minute is still bullish. So the shorter time frames are definitely looking a bit weaker. Bear, bull, red. Decisions. Hmm. 198. Dude, none of this is making sense to me. 198. It did make money. Okay. 198 made money. 197 did blow out. Didn't blow out. 192. 191. 187. Is this it? Is this the failed?
Order filled.
We're going for it, team. That weird sound again, which I don't know what it means, but here we are. All right, I am successfully trading the 2 accounts that I need to be trading. Here we go, in the green.
Order submitted.
Come on. Are we breaking down? I'm trying to trade with this trend. Basically, what I'm attempting to do is, I could probably show you better here, is see if this triple bottom doesn't hold and like they flush below it. Obviously, it could bounce off. That's why I have my risk set right above this like recent little pop high. So there could be a true bounce in which it would be good for me to get out ASAP. There could be a fake out bounce where it gets me out and then vomits and then I'll be angry. And then the optimal thing is where it just, this doesn't hold and we go down. Now, the reason I'm putting my money on the line for the breakdown, just to like articulate it in real time with all of you, and who knows, because in the short term, there's a lot of randomness. Speaking of randomness, is this randomly going to knock me out? Bonds, I'm seeing a lot of weakness in bonds. I'm also seeing people buy puts. Now, just because you're seeing that, does that really have the most indication on where we're going in the next couple minutes? No, it simply doesn't. But maybe I'll get lucky. I feel like I'm increasing my odds ever so slightly. You're never going to get to 100% odds. There's no such thing as guarantee. But I feel like I'm increasing my odds by trading with the trend. We see lower highs, the same low. So once again, playing that breakdown. I'm seeing the 5 minute right here. The short-term recent momentum is the breakdown below the EMA. Same on the 10 minute. I get that the 30 minute is bullish. Yes, that is a concern of mine. The 5 minute, also a concern of mine that it is perfectly holding at this 48 EMA while the 10 is holding here as well. So obviously we're at this key level. I have my, actually is it about to stop me out? I have my risk relatively close. Maybe I should move it up slightly. Do I want to move my risk up slightly? That's the golden question right now. Or, no, I should probably just stick to my risk. I should probably keep my risk at what it is. Why take on more risk? Because I could always, that's the beauty of trading futures, is there's no pattern day trading. So you can kind of do what you want. Like if you just want to get in and out quickly and you're like, you know what, the trade's not mine, it's not going in my favor. That's more than, you could just get out. You could just get out. And it looks like this one might be stomping me out. 44. So basically, I got in here. It popped. I did. Maybe I could have been a bit more patient. Is he going to overshoot this wick, or is this a legit bounce? I feel right here would have been the actual optimal short level.
Order filled.
Whoa, why did that get me out? Oh, their stupid fucking drawdown rule. All right, I tried to save some of these accounts and it didn't happen. So I think I lost 6. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Fine. I think this one's fine. 164. So 1, 2, 3 for sure. 4, 5, maybe 7. I think I lost. And of course, it's going down right from here. That's what happens when you're playing a little bit too leveraged. I should have waited for this. Really, I should have waited for the retest of 50 to try to snag that. 17,750. I should have just had the sitting short order there. But I don't know. I was trying to play. Is there PDT rules on Apex accounts? PDT has nothing to do with Apex. PDT has to do with stocks and options. Has to do with it's not, PDT isn't defined by your prop firm. It's not defined by your brokerage or anything like that. It's by regulators, and it's more of the regulators have rules per asset class, and it applies to stocks and options. PDT does not apply to futures or crypto. If anything, that's actually a little bit flat now on ES. All right, I guess it's good. I got. So this is where I probably should have been attempting the short, is right on this pop back up that we just saw. Actually, I don't even know if the wick went high enough that I would have got into the position. What was I calling out? I was calling out 50, and it didn't quite hit 50. I would have been like a point away. Is Apex just for futures trading? Yeah. Apex is futures trading. All right, Tesla come down a little bit. Bonds are in their thing. I think we end up getting smoked here. It's just right now, both the SPY and the Qs have, at this point, successfully triple bottomed. What are these accounts you say you keep losing? Once again, Apex. I guess I fully understand that people come in here at different points in the day. In a general sense, if you ever have any questions about the software I'm using, any of that stuff, like the stuff I use is all in the description of the video. Can you do Apex in Europe? Yeah. But in any general sense, whenever you come into the show, if I'm using a piece of software or anything like that, always just check the description of the video, because there's a 95% chance that it'll be there. All the software, charting, everything I use, whatever I'm trading on, all this stuff, check the description. All right, but yeah, this is Apex. This is what it looks like. You're going to, once again, find it in the description of the video. If you use the code Goonie, the test normally costs, $167. If you use the code Goonie, it'll cost $33, and you could take the test. That's the cost fee, and you're trading on a SIM account, as in not real trades. If you do well enough on the SIM account, you get upgraded to a real account, and then on a real account, if you trade well enough, like it's a PA account. I shouldn't say real, it's a performance account. If you do well enough on a PA account, you can get actual money. I haven't been this excited for a triple bottom since I was in prison. It's one way to do it. One way to do it. Is this going to... I think we're just all awkwardly waiting for this breakdown on the day. Is there anything... Tesla's having a great day, up 13.5%. Apple slightly in the green. Nvidia slightly in the green. Meta slightly. Everything's slightly in the green, but kind of has this triple quad bottom setup. Coins legitimately in the red. Amazon, IBIT, Solana, ETH. They're all diving. TLT. The only one that's holding and looking like a beaut is old Texas Roadhouse. Old Texas Roadhouse. That's the name apparently we can trust in every single freaking day. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Where are we at? More than 5 points. More than 5 points. High of 100. All right. How do I want to do this today? How do I want to do this today? Today's the 24th, right? The current estimated move is 20 points on the SPX if you're trading that. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Are we going to break down? I feel like we're all just awkwardly, very, very awkwardly waiting for this. Either do it or don't. Either do it or don't. It's already 10:30. So that means that the first 15-minute range is the first half-hour range is basically the first hour range. Wow. We are not doing squat today, team. We are not doing squat today, but hey, maybe we could still make some money. Maybe we could still make some money. Trading chat. Where's Piper? Okay, Piper still hasn't fired because we haven't gone anywhere yet, so I don't think that's the most surprising. Sorry about that. We looking at? If you are in the Discord, I will let you know as soon as Piper fires. All right, where are we at? Okay, I think it's all set up. I'm just waiting for a move. As soon as we have a move, either to the upside or the downside, obviously the downside, we would need less of a move, but even to the upside, we just need, something has to happen. Like right now, you can feel it's like an accordion. We're just not really, I guess we're just waiting. I guess we're just waiting, team. Waiting. All right, we have this. So if you want to check out Apex, like I said, in the description of the video, actually, I could drop the link if you guys want it here. It is the second link in the description. Question for Rumble. I just dropped a chat in Rumble. Apex prop trading discount with code Goonie. Can you guys on Rumble see that? Actually, on YouTube, can you see that? There's been some reports that the links are, if a link is a part of your message, it doesn't show up. So Discord is way worth it. Y'all just saying thank you. You can see it. Okay, cool. Thank you. Maybe it's only me because I'm the channel owner that I could see it. But I noticed some other people were saying they post it and then nothing shows up. So just wanted to clarify. I think it's a difference because I am the legit account owner. But anyway, that link right there will bring you to the website. Just make sure you're applying the code Goody. And we're still not breaking down. But we can listen to the fact, remember that story where Google employees were sitting in on the cloud guy's office and they got like arrested and fired? Like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Apparently it happened. 50 have now been fired.
Google has now fired 50 employees it said were involved in protests at company offices over a cloud computing deal with Israel. Joining us right now on that and the FTC's new ban on non-compete clauses. Alex Heath, he's the deputy editor for The Verge and author of the Command Line newsletter. Also, Joanne Littman is here this morning at the table, lecturer at Yale University and a CNBC contributor. Good morning to both of you. Alex, I think you've woken up super early because I think you're on the West Coast this morning. So let's just talk Google. And I'm curious what you make of what's happened there, but also what you make of happening in terms of the culture in the Valley right now, going from this sort of open campus university model, say what you want, what you will, to what looks like a bigger clampdown.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just hit it on the head. I think Google personifies this culture shift that's happening across tech and really across corporate America, but especially in tech. With Google in particular, you've got a company where senior executives were on stage almost in tears in 2016 after Trump got elected, talking about that and the implications of that. And fast forward to this last week, you've got Sundar Pichai sending an email to all employees saying, "Hey, we don't want politics in the workplace." And this was right after they confirmed that they'd fired 28 employees, which for Google is unique, but also for the tech industry at large. I'm not sure we'd ever seen, especially since I've been covering tech for the last decade or so, an example of that many firings at once.
Here's the thing that I think we're all trying to understand is, when some of this began back in 16 and some of the protests in 18 and even in 20, there was and it felt like the employees were running the place, right? The inmates were running the asylum to some degree. And there was a view, I think, among management that they couldn't clamp down on this, even if they wanted to, because these engineers and their employees were so important, and that if, in fact, they actually did anything about these things, that they would have a bigger problem, that the labor market was so tight that these people would race off to other jobs. What is the sort of calculus today versus the calculus then?
I mean, I think you've seen a lot of power shift from the rank and file back to the company. And what was unusual about this protest is that it was a sit-in protest. So there were people physically impeding others and standing in the offices of the CEO of Google Cloud, for example. That is really taking things to a new level. Google is no stranger to protests. But I think they saw this as an opportunity to really put a flag down and say, look, we're not going to tolerate this kind of behavior. Okay, and then they ended up firing an additional 20.
So, Joanne, are you then of the view that this was just so egregious, but it's not really a cultural shift? Meaning the protests of old, which might not have actually happened literally in the physical office of the CEO of a division, those protests will be okay tomorrow, but these protests won't, or do you think this is a new paradigm?
I do think it's a new paradigm. We are seeing a cultural shift. I think about, it just so happened coincidentally in 2018, there was a huge walkout. It was about workplace culture. It was about sexual harassment. It was November 2018. I happened to be at the Googleplex, Google headquarters to give a talk that day. So I was in the midst of this. And it was supported by the company. It was huge, but it was peaceful, and it almost felt like a party, right? And you have this environment versus where you are today. And I think there's a couple of major differences that have happened. One is employers have been trying to pull back ever since, the pandemic, where employees all got the power. They're trying to pull some of that back. But there are a couple of real differences, and the hugest one, I think, is that in those 2018, 2016, you had employees who were together, who were pushing together, unified against management for whatever reason. Today, you have employee against employee.
It's much more splintered.
Much more splintered, and also you have employees who are saying, I'm feeling unsafe. And you're in an environment with Hamas and Israel, where you've got an increase in anti-Semitic incidents and anti-Muslim incidents. So it's a different environment. And the one other thing I just want to point out is, even in the last 5 years, the dialogue, the cultural national dialogue has gotten way coarser, from everything from politics to Congress to public life, to people like Elon Musk, who are now out there, who are sort of, ginning up sort of a really kind of vitriolic dialogue.
How does it always come back to Elon, no matter what? They're talking about Google, and they're like, we gotta use this opportunity to shit on Elon. Interesting vibe, if you ask me. But yeah, no, fired. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Talking about playing stupid games. So the SPY in the Qs just made a fresh low. Very surprised that it didn't have a little bit more of a jolt. It's calm. A little too calm, you know? Feels like I'm going to look over at any random second and there's just going to be a vomit. It ain't failure. We got to embrace the pain. Burn the boots. Get ready. Taking over. Good luck, Mitch.
On the leader of Israel, another prominent Democrat launches a new attack on the leader of Israel, demanding the resignation of Prime Minister Netanyahu. Newsmax Jerusalem correspondent Daniel Cohen is live at Hostage Square with a growing rift between Democrats and the head of the Jewish state. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning, Charlotte. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is lashing out at Benjamin Netanyahu over Israel's response to October 7th, a terror invasion by Hamas. In an interview with Irish news outlet RTE, Pelosi joins forces with Chuck Schumer, demanding the prime minister resign.
Demand.
Terrible. What could be worse than what he has done in response? His intelligence person resigned. He should resign. He's ultimately responsible for it.
Is he a block to peace, Benjamin Netanyahu?
Well, he has been for years.
The former House Speaker went on to say about Netanyahu, quote, he's
maybe
been a problem
Pelosi should
for
resign?
refusing to help create a Palestinian state on Israeli soil. Pelosi's jab echoes a March 14th speech by Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, both of which Netanyahu has ignored. In that same interview, Pelosi was asked about far-left protests, like the one at Columbia University, and Democrats nicknaming President Biden Genocide Joe. Here's Pelosi when asked if support for Israel could cost
Genocide
Democrats the White
Joe.
House.
I trust the sincerity of many of the demonstrators. It's organic, it's spontaneous, it's real. But
Is it
some of
though?
it, I think, has a Russian tinge to it.
A Russian tinge?
On Tuesday,
That's what we're
Hamas
going with
spokesman
now?
Abu Ubaidah marked 200 days since October 7th by calling for an escalation in Samaria and Jordan. Ubaidah described new attacks on Israel as one of the most important Arab fronts. Jordan, by the way, which lies between Israel and Iran, intercepted dozens of Iranian drones and missiles that entered its airspace on their way to the Jewish state. Meantime, the head of the IAEA says Iran is weeks rather than months away from the capacity to develop nuclear-grade uranium. Charlotte, that doesn't mean Iran will have a nuclear weapon in that time, but it appears the window for deterrence is closing, if it isn't closed already.
If you say so, brother. Genocide Joe. It's kind of a creative one, you know? What happened to Sleepy Joe? I guess he got upgraded there. Is this about to dump? It feels like it's on the edge of doing something. I just can't tell if it's gonna... what it's gonna do.
Order submitted.
Come on, keep going. Damn. It puked, just not enough for me. There we go. Come on. Come on. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Please, please, please. Go, go, go. Come on. No, a little bit of a vomit. No. No, it's so close. 97, 80, 93. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. It was right there. Really? It's just a sweep? People are buying the dip? I guess it's just not my lucky day today, team. Come on. Come on. Keep coming. I'm not even going that far. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's right there. It's right there. No, don't bounce. No. 95. Seriously? No fucking way. How can it get this close and then I just don't? Come on. Attempt number gazillion? Dude, I just needed a little bit more. I wasn't even being that greedy with it. Come on, smack it. Just one little puke. One, not even a puke, like just one little red. It doesn't even have to be now. Oh, fuck. Come on. I think that was my opportunity. If only I was a little bit faster. If only I got in like a minute earlier, I would have been able to take my profits and I would have been good to go. Instead, this slight delay, literally the delay of less than a minute, and the price movement we had. Sometimes you just get unlucky. Come on. Okay. There must be buyers at 17. I mean, it's a whole value, 17,700. I just thought we'd saw kind of like a freak out flush. Come on. It's so these breakdowns and the breakouts today have been so indecisive. Like it's barely going above, gets smacked. It's barely going below in bounces. Like it's just so incredibly lethargic. Look at this. It doesn't even know what it wants to do. It doesn't even know what it wants to do. Come on, keep going. Here we go. Come on. Just a little bit more. No, this is driving me nuts, man. It's driving me nuts. It's right here. Go. Oh, it's right there. One flush. Just go. No. There we go.
Canceled.
There we go. Okay. That's nice right there. 3K, 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 3K. So 3 times 5. That's nice. Whew. Heart's going on that one, team. That's how you make some money back. You just degenerately let it rip, I suppose. Whoa. Whoa there, brother. Crack a beer, dude. It was... And wow, it bounced right back. Dude, it's just we're not getting any nice movement today. Holy guacamole, Batman. Let's go Scotland. Scotland? Oh, man. What an adrenaline dump there. Jesus. All right, we definitely don't need that one. Okay. Maybe I should call it a day after that one. That was... a crazy way to make 15K, but 15K nonetheless. 15K nonetheless. Whew. It was close, went away. Close, went away. Close, went away. Almost blew out, and then quickly vomited, and I got lucky. Do it again. I don't know if I can, man. That was, I think I got particularly lucky on that one today, team. That was I got particularly lucky after getting particularly unlucky, I should say. Put it all on for meta earnings. One way to do it. That's not a wrong response, you know. It's not an incorrect response. Options did puke into that, and then over the past like just short time frame, bouncing a little bit. But yeah, we're obviously trending down. 5-minute red, 10-minute red, 30-minute being violated. 5-minute going red, 10-minute being tested, technically breaking down, but the 30-minute on the tech is actually quite a bit stronger right now. How is my trade doing? How is my trade doing? Oh, it did get a fill. Here, if you're in the Discord, I didn't realize oh, wait, you can see it. Okay, well, that's my position right there. Sold the $1,000 call. But where did my, there we go. All right, I'm going to screenshot it just so the details are safe. But as you guys can see, I'm already up $300 on it. So if you're wondering if you should be in the Discord, the trade today paid for already half a year of the service. So yes, you should be in it. That's only if you want to have a lot of fun and get better at trading. If you don't want to have fun, or if you don't want to get better at trading, it is not the place for you. Not the place for you. Oh, where's the Discord? Where is the Discord? Where is the Discord? All right, that's in there. I do want to very quickly check if there's any auction stuff. What is today? The 24th. 17-year, a 5-year. Oh, okay. That's actually an important one. So a 5-year today and a 7-year tomorrow. These will come out at 1 p.m. Definitely worthwhile to pay attention to. 5-year, 7-year. Definitely worthwhile to pay attention to. Okay. A little bit of a bounce, dude. I got lucky on that. So that comes out at 1. Right now we had we gapped up, got the downside gap fill. It's still an up range day, as in the high is higher and the low is higher. It would only get really bad if we broke down below yesterday's low. I don't necessarily see that happening today. It only happens 5% of the time to have a bearish engulfing. So it does happen, but it happens 1 in every 20 trading days. So I wouldn't necessarily be betting on that, if that makes sense. Totally could occur, but not likely. Like literally 1 out of 20 trading days do you see a bullish engulfing candle on the daily chart. All right. You guys did send in some reacts. What happens when Australia or Brazil or China tells Google Cloud or AWS they need to be taken down with a video they disagree with? Rumble Cloud is the only way. The censorship war will make the hosting providers nice, especially what platforms send. Jesus. Muslims marching in Australia. Dude, everyone's just getting so tense these days.
In a sense, I don't know why we're surprised by Trump. How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted? In a sense, I don't know why we're surprised by Trump. How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted?
How many times does he have to prove you can't be trusted?
Media platforms have a responsibility to make sure
Good day.
That misinformation isn't got out there. I noticed today, for example, on the way up here, they've removed various sites that were up containing fake images of myself superimposed on other people. That's the sort of thing that is going on social media. Social media has a responsibility to do the right thing here. Media
like
platform
memes. The dude has issues with memes now. Is that what he's saying? Superimposed. Good day. Take down them memes. We saw that one already. Old news. We're already on top of it. Addressing the prime accusations. Ooh. Oh, that's too long. All right, market's taking a little bit of a dip there, team. A little bit of a dippity doo-dah. A little bit of a dippity doo-day. A little bit of a dippity doo-dah, a little bit of a dippity doo-day. 190, 193. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. I wanted 190, 193. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Are we just going down today? Is that the vibe of the day? Just down? How do I want to handle this? Is it going to be a vomit day, or are we just going to pull out of this? Oh, tough decisions. Tough decisions. I should probably stop. I feel like I'm trying to over-engineer something just because I'm angry that my code didn't work as expected. Maybe I got unlucky, or maybe it was truly bad code. So, all right, let's do a psychoanalyst. Am I being smart? It is trending down. I like to trade with trend. If it trends down for the rest of the day, I could probably bring back the accounts not only to the green, but then some. Am I over trading? It's only really over trading if you lose. If you win, you're like, oh yeah, of course I should have traded that. An ad blocker. What does that mean? That has to be a sign. Vic says vomit. V-shaped recovery, probably. Based on what? Based on the fact that you want it to happen? The options market is not agreeing with you. 190, 193, 190. None. 190. 190. 193.
Order filled.
All right, let me just slap in a stop so I don't do something completely stupid. Probably shouldn't be trading anyway, but we're going to slap in a stop just to be safe. I went short, and I am attempting to buy. Okay.
Order submitted.
All right, I have my safety net in. Basically, just went short, have a safety net. So is it partially dumb? Yeah. But also, you just never know what's about to happen. So if we continue to trend, like if this becomes a vomit day, well, I have a position. That's great. That's phenomenal. I get to do what I want to do. Obviously, it could revert at a moment's notice, and that's why I have my risk already set. I just want to make sure it's actually set at the right level. I could actually probably play my risk a little bit tighter, even if I wanted to. Yeah, I can move my risk even closer. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll give it a little bit of time to breathe here. I might just use this shelf right here as my risk. So if it bounces back up, all right, I'm out. Obviously, a little bit of harm, but I live to fight another day. Then on the flip side, if it does vomit, well, your boy's in. So that's always a nice positive. But literally, I'm trading one contract. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not going nuts with it. Like, I'm trading a contract on two accounts. So 2 contracts in total, but separate accounts. And my risk is established. So we'll just see how it goes. Maybe I'll set up an alert so I know if it is bouncing. All right, alert set up. And in the meantime, let's see what you guys sent in that you want me to react to today. Reacts. All right, what'd you guys find? What'd you guys find me? I have not seen this one. San Francisco just unveiled a new public toilet. Its cost is $1.7 million to build this. This is a $1.7 million toilet?
There's a new public restroom in San Francisco's Noe Valley. So why are we talking about it? It's worth $1.7 million. You heard that right. It cost the city about $300,000 after 2 companies donated materials and installation, but still, it's a $1 million toilet. And it sparked major backlash, even prompting Governor Newsom to pause some state funding. He later released money back into the city after officials promised to build more public restrooms. The project put a spotlight on how difficult and expensive it can be to build in the city. There's a new public restroom in San Francisco's Noe Valley.
I feel like they're just making up numbers as they go. That's insane. Vote for Trump. Harlem, New York. I'm going to take a chance and vote for Trump.
Well, I don't know about everybody else, but this is one black man that's definitely going to vote for Trump. Got no choice. Biden is leaving the borders wide open. He took over $11 million from special interests, AIPAC. He ain't doing nothing for the black community. So I'm going to take a chance and vote for Trump. Peace and God bless.
That is kind of interesting. It feels, well, the polls are legitimately showing it as well. The minority vote that the Biden administration and campaign was really, really relying on, it does seem to be waning, which is also representative of the fact that he's falling behind in these swing states. He's definitely losing some of his like core minority base. $30 for a hot dog is insane.
I'm at the Jays game right now, and the price for food is actually outrageous. Look at these. $30 for chicken tenders. $30 for a full-on hot dog meal.
That's an expensive
outrageous. Tacos and a margarita, $30. Fountain, $27 for tacos. For a plant-based bowl and a Coke, $26. $18 for a beer. $18. $11 for a souvenir fountain beverage. Come on. One Pizza Nova slice. More than $8. It's just not right. One thing though that the Rogers Center does have going on though tonight, Niners, $1 hot dogs. Not gonna lie, I would actually pay almost $19 for the Apple Smoke Brisket nachos. Obviously it's not just the Jays that has prices like this, but it's just a reminder that any sporting event has such expensive food. I'm at the Jays game right now.
That is insane. I mean, sports was already expensive, and then with inflation, the food is that's just not real, man. That's insane. This woman had her skin color medically changed so that she appears black. So now she wants to go to Africa to explore her roots. What do you think the native population will greet her?
That's the reason why I'm going to be in January. I want to go to Africa to learn more about the cultures, to avoid misunderstandings.
But you,
and to learn more about the cultures and the person itself.
But you understand that race and colour is much more than skin deep. It's heritage and pedigree and tradition and history and struggle. It's all of those things that you can't hope to get anywhere near with 3 tanning injections.
No, but also all these steps, also having black curly hairs and going to change also my nose to really African version, also more wider here.
You're
and
having further surgery.
And also have and also have blood implants. Like also, I like the curves of black women, and I want to get them step by step. That's the reason.
That's ridiculous. But just to make things a little bit more spicy, is that Trudeau? That's a good one. Just to make things a little bit more spicy, if someone, like, what truly is the difference between that and changing your gender? Like, right now in this day and age, it is very fine it's socially accepted in many places of the world. If I said, hey, I'm a girl, a lot of people would be like, okay, yeah, no, you could play in girls' sports, you could use women's bathrooms, blah, blah, blah. Why can't you, on that same logic, then also be a different gender? Like, why is this one so obviously wrong? We all had that visceral reaction of like, no, that is so obviously wrong. But then, like, what's the difference? Like, why are we all saying that's cringe, that's wrong, that's clearly racist? And then yet, if you change your gender, we're all like, if anything, you would argue that race should be less impactful because whatever, you're just born. Well, gender, like there are actual true biological things going on. So like we're almost leaping a larger chasm when it comes to changing your gender rather than your race. Your race has to do with your like melanin. And of course, I know there are some biological things that like whatever, maybe a certain group is like predisposed to something, this, that, the other thing. But my point is that racial differences are far less than gender differences. And yet we're all right with a larger difference and saying, yes, that is, you're good. But when it comes to race, which is literally the amount of melanin in your skin, you're like, you're not allowed to change that one. You're not allowed to change that one. I don't get it. Well, seems like you guys also agree with me. Oh, which is, I wanted to understand the other side of it. It's not as fun when you guys agree with me. Woman attempts to scan a TV as a tomato at Walmart, and that was the result. I'm not done. No.
I have to show y'all how to scan a TV for a tomato.
What?
Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you.
It's okay. You ain't gonna get in trouble. Come on.
Except potentially lose his job.
So, yo, she finna do this TikTok. She get caught. It's not my fault.
No. Listen.
Dude definitely got fired.
No. He just helped me put it up here. Don't fire him. There's one thing on there. Huh? What?
He said we have to have the cashier take this off.
Oh, I'll look at it for you.
I was gonna say he'll check it at the door. So.
What? That's only $2.46.
It's tomato.
Oh, tomato. I was looking for the TV.
Ma'am, this is not a tomato. No,
it is.
This is not a tomato.
It is red.
This is stealing. Yes, sir. All right, let's go.
Go where?
To jail.
Why?
You tried to steal a TV?
I didn't even leave yet.
You tried to steal a TV?
I didn't leave yet, though. I'm not done.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Great shot. Very nice.
Come on. I love this kid so much. I love how the combo changed when he showed his knowledge of these trucks.
I have a big old farm display that I play with them on.
So every day you go and move things around on it, or
Yep.
what? Yep.
Every day.
What season are you in right now then with it? In spring planting or in?
It's kind of like winter right now. Getting close to planting season, selling crops right now. Getting crops in, unloading, loading.
Semi trucks moving, right? Yep. Planning already for spring planting.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Bringing fertilizer in.
Yep.
Bringing seed in.
Yep.
Yep. Gonna be a good year this year. What do you think?
I don't know. Don't know yet.
I don't know, man.
Big, nice combine you got here.
Hey, appreciate that.
Yep. Came out with a new AFS 11, huh?
Yeah, AF11. That's
Huh?
How many bushels is that?
He already
grain tank on?
talks like a middle-aged farmer.
7 bushel. You know how fast we can unload that?
How fast?
6 bushel per second.
That's moving it.
That's more than I could ever hit. That's more than I'd ever need.
It's quick, right? So that big grain tank in 100 seconds, so it's down to 100, we can have that unloaded.
That's pretty quick.
Well, golly.
Semi truck back to work.
How many row of corn heads? Is that 16?
So 16 row 30 inch. Yep, 40 feet wide. Yep.
That's a big head.
Yeah.
This needs a mother bin to go right over there. It deserves a mother bin to go right over there.
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
So you Peterbilt, Kenworth, what semis do you like?
I would go 4L 9000.
4L 9000, okay. All right.
Yep. Or or a Chevy green truck, older one.
Chevy truck. Automatic.
I love it. This kid's awesome.
I'd go shift.
Shift, yep.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna look around a little bit.
Yeah, you bet. Come back with any questions you got.
Yep.
All right.
I've never seen such a perfect melding of a young kid, but yet acting like an old middle-aged man. Like it's like such a meld of the two. All right, I'm gonna look around a little bit, and then like yet he'll say something that seems like dude, great mixture. that was wild. I feel like it has to be rare. This might be Joe Biden.
Mr. President, what song are you listening to?
Folks, America, I tell you what, you see Donald Trump, you see Pizza Hut.
No, what song?
Song I'm listening to, I'm listening to my favorite song since I was a little boy, folks. It's called Two Wood Blocks Click Clack.
2 wood blocks click clack?
I said clickety click clack. We are the blessed clickety guy. I said, take care, America.
That's not a door, Mr. President.
Delaware.
Mr. President, what song are you?
Delaware. Delaware is my trade up. Delaware. Clickety clack clack. All right. Almost getting these babies back to break even. Trying to save 2 of them here. Maybe I should just take that on the day. Maybe I should refuse to take a loss. 82. Oh, I actually did get it right. I was going to say the lady level is 82. All right. So no matter what, I'm not losing money on these now. No matter what, in the green. This is what I wanted to happen earlier, where it just went in my way, and then I can move my stop to break even. And when the day is, I might get stopped out. There's probably higher odds of getting stopped out. But if I don't, I got a big one on the wheel. You guys know that? You might be catching a big one on the wheel. So this one, playing with the house's money now. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. If it keeps vomiting all day, your boy will have a big return. A big return. And, well, golly, look at the time we actually went over on the day. Folks, thanks for all the good vibes today. Wasn't the best day, wasn't the worst day. It was a mediocre day in terms of trading futures. I think my code was very much, well, it wasn't broken because it worked. There's just a good chance I have to do some form of an analysis of, was it a bad beat? Like, was it just an unlucky loss, or could I legitimately improve it? And my first idea is, instead of turning the code on at 9:30, I'm thinking about maybe turning it on at a slight delay. And then even if I do that, since I have 18 accounts, really I have 20, but 2 of them are like, one's for wheel, one's for you guys. So I have 18. Maybe I'll just divvy it up by different time. Like maybe some at 9:30, some at 9:35, some at 9:40. Like maybe I'll just do a 5-minute stagger. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, I guess, in a bit of an evaluation of. Shout out to StreetBeat for sponsoring today's stream, for being sponsoring that segment. Check it out. Not only do you get the AI trading, I showed you my algorithms. I showed you how to make one in real time. It does all of the management for you. You can buy and sell stock there. It's not futures. I don't know if they have crypto. You might want to fact check me on that one. But as of now, no options, no futures. So it algorithmically, automatically, using AI, trades stocks for you. I showed you all my accounts. I've been in it at this point for probably over a year. And then I even showed you how to make one in real time. And then also they are now coming out with tuition points. So tuition points, 1 point is $1. You could use it for your kids, your stepkids, your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews. And it's very, very easy to get points. Highly recommend you guys all checking it out. It is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. So check it out. Pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. If you're not yet on StreetBeat, I highly, highly recommend you do. If you want to do some of the futures trading, I do that all via Apex. Make sure you're using the code Goonie. If on that one, if you have questions or anything like that, that's a part of the day. We discuss that every single day in the Discord. So more than happy to help you with some of the algorithmic trading, more than happy to help you get it set up. And obviously you can get into the Discord, so you'll get all the option trades and good conversation and lectures and all that stuff. The first month of the Discord is free, once again, if you use the code Goonie. So shout out to StreetBeat, shout out to Apex, and shout out to the entire Discord community. Appreciate all the good vibes. I appreciate you guys being here. We'll be posting some videos later on today, and then once again streaming tomorrow 9 a.m. bright and early. Hope to get you there. Hope you make a buttload of money in the market today. Be careful. The Bears are in control right now. The Bulls had a little bit of control this morning, but they somehow fumbled that opportunity. wild. But anywho, I'm trading with trend right now. Of course, there could be a trend reversal, and that's exactly why I just have a trailing stop loss running down and down and down. But right now, it looks like the trade's up about 400 buckaroos, but I have 2 of them on, so really it's up 800. That's what I have for you. Appreciate all the good vibes. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. I'll see you later. Peace out.